Hello, my friends. This is Christy Shell, and you are watching Coffee with Christy. I am super excited to see you this morning. I hope you're having a wonderful day as we get ready for Thanksgiving. So recently, I was talking to a group of people I had been invited to speak to, like a lunch group of people for lunch. And my beautiful host, who has many years of experience and is such a lovely woman, was asked to introduce me, okay? So her boss had asked her to introduce me, and she just was saying, I can't do it. I cannot do it. Now, this woman she runs an office, she helps people all the time, she talks with people very professionally, and she's had tons of experience, but she just could not stand in front of that group in her mind and introduce me more than this is Christy Shaw. That's how she introduced me. Instead of giving just two sentences about, kind of the little buildup. And I don't care. I can introduce myself just fine. But what was so interesting is after she did that, the little introduction of here's Christy, and then I did my talk, we were having a conversation afterwards. And what was so interesting is the reason that she couldn't speak in front of the group. It went all the way back to like high school when she had to give a speech and she thought it didn't go well and she kind of tripped over her words. And so she has been telling herself all these years that she cannot publicly speak, although she eloquently and intelligently speaks all the time to small groups of people or one-to-one. So what was interesting about that and what we're going to talk about today is the idea of how do we embody confidence, okay? Now, so one of the things is last week we talked about how do we change our self-belief, how do we think differently, and all those kind of things. But today I want to talk to you about, so maybe you can't get to self-belief. Maybe you can't, kind of change those thoughts in your mind. How do you do it anyway? How do you get there anyway? And I think I want to really give you this tip. Sometimes you can embody a feeling, okay? And that is what we're kind of looking for when we do self-talk, is the idea of embodying a feeling so that you can take action. So generally when we coach, we talk about how you have a thought creates a feeling, and a feeling creates action, okay? But I want to flip that on its head today. I want you to think about how do we create action so that we have a feeling and then that we have a better thought. We're going to create some momentum to actually change our belief in the other direction. And so what does that mean? It means this. It means you can embody confidence, which we're talking about today, easily right in this moment. So when you think about something that you have done that you are proud of, when you really think about that and you pull that, you can literally feel it right now. When you feel happy, when you felt proud of yourself, maybe it's, when you introduced your new baby to your parents and you just felt this elation. Maybe it's when you got a job offer. Maybe it's when you finished something really hard and you had that little celebratory thing. But you can conjure this feeling in your body. You can embody that feeling even without believing it. You can believe that you're confident just by bringing up a feeling in your body. Try this, okay? So when you think about this young lady, let me say it this way. This young lady, when I asked her why she couldn't speak at the time, why she believed she couldn't speak, she goes, I believe they're judging me, okay? And what's funny is that, when I speak, I think they already like me, okay? So it's not that I believe they already like me, but it's that I think they believe they like me. And it makes me happy to see them. Like I bring that feeling to when I talk to you today and when I talk to people when I speak, that you already like me and that is the way it is. Maybe you don't like me, but it doesn't matter because I already believe you like me, okay? And so one of the things is this is how we conjure up this feeling in our head. We do have to have a thought, but it can be like completely ridiculous. But the goal is to feel confident, right? To feel empowered, to feel bold or brave, right? So when was the last time you felt brave? When was the last time you felt confident? And to bring that in your body. And here's the piece that I love. If you ever have watched the Power Pose TED Talk about power poses, like when you stand up straight or when you do victory V's, when you win and things like that, it literally changes the hormones in your body. So that's Amy Cottle. She has this amazing research and like viral TED Talk. But I would encourage you to go watch it because the science behind it is so interesting. But the point of that is like when you stand or when you give emotion or you smile or you do all these things, you release these endorphins, these different hormones in your body, and you believe that you are more confident. So if you sit, the concept is if you stand in the bathroom before an interview for 2 minutes and you stand in like a power pose, Wonder Woman kind of pose, or doing victory V's or kind of raising your hand in a cheer, you start to release this confidence hormones in your body. So you don't even have to believe it. You just have to do this and think, I can do it. I can do it. I can win. I can do it. And you kind of give yourself this little pep talk but the actual posture creates it. Okay. The actual posture creates and changes and shifts your hormones in your body immediately in those 2 minutes. So I really want you to think about how are you embodying confidence? How are you not just thinking, but how are you kind of feeling confident, giving yourself that pep talk, giving yourself that rah-rah? We've seen this in the locker room. We've seen this at pep rallies. This works when we believe we can win, when we believe we deserve to be in the room, when we believe we have the intelligence, and we start to feel that in our body, we literally act differently. So thinking about how you're walking into a situation, how are you walking into the room? What do you want that situation, how do you want it to feel? And to bring that feeling, we're going to embody that confidence, okay? It is the whole concept of fake it to make it, but with science behind it, okay? With science, if you watch the Amy Cottle video, you will see that the whole idea of this is when you can embody feelings, you can do things that you never thought you could. You can bring confidence, you can bring presence, you can connect to people, and you will be more confident. So, try it at home, try it at work, try it with your family, and see if you can bring the feelings, the confidence that you want to embody to a situation. This is Christy Shell with Zeal Coaching. Thanks for joining me for Coffee with Christy, and we'll see you next week.